Yeah, hi, my name is Phil Penman. I'm a street photographer based in New York City, and today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on composition. So tip number 1, stop showing me the pavement when you're setting up your frames. Everyone has a tendency to tilt their camera down. Trust me, what is up here is a lot more interesting than what's down here. When you're framing up your shot, okay, try to even up the balance between what's going on the top and what's going on the bottom. If there's something really interesting in the road, like leading lines that you could use, then maybe it's going to work. But otherwise, if there's nothing down there, just do this, have a quick look down, have a quick look up, see what's more interesting. And I guarantee you, what's up there is a lot more interesting than this pavement. Tip number 2. Whenever you're shooting a scene, you're basically just trying to learn composition. The best picture could be here, it could be here, it could be over here, okay? The thing you have to do, you're just trying to learn. So shoot from multiple angles using different lenses, go back, download them, have a look at them the next day, have a cup of coffee and evaluate why certain frames work better than others. The thing you're trying to teach yourself is how to see a scene with a different lens before you pick up the camera. A lot of the time I'm grabbing my lens out of my bag before I've even got somewhere. So I use a lot of different lenses. I use everything from 21 to 280 mil. These are lenses that when I was working in the newspaper industry, we would have to use them. There are certain images that you're not going to get with a wide angle lens, and you maybe need a longer lens to compress an image. So use every lens available to you. Again, if someone says one camera, one lens, let them do that. You do your thing. You're going to get a lot of pictures that they don't get. Tip number 3. A lot of the time, you could just move. Rather than thinking about later, oh, I'm going to crop that out in post, I need you to move. If you see a lamppost in the way, don't think, oh, I'm going to crop that later. Just go in front of it. It's a lot easier to do it that way. So think about your composition. As you're walking to a frame, a lot of the time you'll see me, I'm moving before I've even picked the camera up, because you're setting up your composition way before you get this up, okay? Tip number 4, give your compositions room to breathe, okay? If it looks like it's too tight and you're gonna have to do a crop later, just give it a little bit more room all around the edges. So if you do have to crop, you can do it later. A lot of the time with my images, I like to create like these epic wide scenes. So I'm always trying to go as far back as I can before the picture starts to break. When I mean break, too many things on the edges that just don't make any sense. So give it room to breathe. Tip number 5, anyone ever tells you there's a rule, that's because they're trying to keep you in a box, okay? So you always hear it, don't listen to rules or learn the rules and then break them. There are no rules, okay? And there's nothing to break. You're looking for a picture that has a nice balance to it. Now, what I do to learn composition is I generally go to museums, I look at artists, I watch movies. You don't have to go and read every placard about who took the picture, but let it sink into your brain why things are done a certain way. When I was learning about composition, I would look at artists like Pierre Mondrian rather than photographers. So have a look at them, people like Jackson Pollock, and just evaluate the way they've done a painting. Trust me, you'll learn way more from them than a lot of photographers. I hope these 5 tips have helped you. They've definitely helped me in my 30 years in the business. I look forward to seeing all of your work, and I'll see you on the street soon.